Have you ever noticed that some countries, leaders come and go, elections are held, promises are made, yet many of the same problem remains? The roads are still bad. Public services are still struggling. Corruption will continue. Young people will continue to leave the country in search of better opportunities. And people will start asking the same question. Nothing has changed. Most people point to leadership, and I agree. They blame the president, the governors, the lawmakers, public officials generally. While leadership matters, there is a deeper issue that is going unnoticed. And the issue is called system failure. Hi, everyone. My name is Ben Adejimo. I teach leadership and ethics at Western Covenant University, Los Angeles, California. A system is a structure that allows many societies to function well. Institutions, laws, policies, processes, public services, courts, schools, regulations, healthcare systems, law enforcement. I can go on and on. Look, think of a system as the engine of a vehicle of your car. The leader is the driver, but the system is the engine. If you are a good driver, you cannot take your car very far if the engine is bad or if the engine is damaged. This is one of the reasons many countries find themselves trapped in the cycle of disappointment. Every time election is coming, there is a new hope. Oh, everybody believes that something different will happen this time. Every new administration will promise change. Yet, after a few years, citizens, they will see that they are facing the same challenge. You know why? Because changing the driver is easier than repairing the engine. Many societies focus entirely on leaders while paying little attention to the engine, the institutions. We are looking for heroes instead of solutions. But if there is anything history has taught us, is the fact that the strongest nation in the world, they are not necessarily those with the most charismatic leaders. They are nations with strongest institutions. Their systems continue to function regardless of who occupies the office. There was a time America has a president called Ronald Reagan. He was an actor, a Hollywood actor, like Tom Cruise. But there was a system that kept him accountable. And he did great. What about Jimmy Carter? He was a farmer. He has a farm. And he was a phenomenal president in the United States in his time. It is about powerful system. If there are systems in place, everything will come to alignment, regardless of who is in the office. Laws will be enforced. Public agencies will cooperate. Courts will function independently. Nobody is influencing any decision. And citizens will trust the process. The system itself will provide the stability that you want. Let's talk about the most damaging consequences of system failure. It will change how people think. When people repeatedly experience unfairness in a system, inefficiency, they will lose confidence in a system. People will stop believing that hard work will be rewarded. They will not trust the institution. They will begin to look for shortcuts. Some will even decide to leave the country altogether. This is why some developing countries experience significant brain drain. Engineers will leave, doctors will leave, chemists will leave, scientists will leave the country, entrepreneurs will leave, young professionals. Not because we hate the countries, but because you don't trust that this system will deliver the support that you need to achieve your own dream. Imagine the impact of losing some of the brightest minds in your country. Every year, massive exodus of brain going other places, especially when you lose all the talent. It's terrible. It's horrible. Corruption is another dangerous consequences of a system failure. It's not about stealing money alone. It becomes more dangerous when it has penetrated and it has gone into every system in the country. At that point, every bad behavior will become normal. People will begin to expect favor from different places. They will not apply rules. Merit will become secondary to connection. Opportunities will become who knows who. Who knows who is more important. And slowly, people will begin to lose hope. The danger is that corruption will now reproduce itself. Why not? Because people who benefit from broken systems will resist that change. They will make sure it doesn't get better. Those who suffer under it will be very powerless because there is no help coming from nowhere. And that cycle will continue. The bad news will continue. But there is also a good news. Broken system can be fixed. And there are so many histories that provide examples of countries that has transformed themselves. But meaningful change requires more than replacing the president, replacing the leader. You have to strengthen the institution, accountability and transparency. But most importantly, it requires a shift in your mind. The mindset is very important to this discussion. You know why? Every leader will leave the office one day, but the system will remain the same. So the future of any nation is not only depending on the quality of leaders, but also on the strength of its institution. Great nations are not built only by great leaders. They are built by great systems that allow ordinary people to achieve extraordinary results. And this is why we are having this type of conversations, leadership conversation, to let people know that it is possible for a change to come to our country, but it is not by changing the leader alone. It is also by doing something to make sure that we have a functioning system. My name is Ben Adejimo, and if you found this discussion very valuable, please like, subscribe, and share this video. And I also like to hear your thoughts. Do you believe the biggest challenge facing Nigeria today is poor leadership, system failure, or both? Leave your comment below, and let's continue this conversation.